is like Zoom's new thing. It like tells you that it's recording. So yes, I'm gonna record this. I'm gonna mute you guys. I'm excited to see all of your faces. My teacher brain likes to do like a presentation just because I'm very visual, and then you guys can see it if you want to take a screenshot. Afterwards, I will like download all the images and stuff and throw them in the team page. I'm going to record this. You'll have the recording. I don't know if anybody like will go back and watch it. If you guys have questions or you want to hang out at the end and just like chat for a little bit, we can. But like I said, I like to start on time. That way, you know, if you guys have stuff to do, we're all busy. So here we go. And hopefully I have everything on here. If I missed anything, I'm super sorry. What am I doing? I'm hitting the wrong button. There we go. Oops. Why does it look like that? Hold on. I'm hitting the wrong button. Okay. Here we go. So this is our kickoff call. Super excited. June is going to be a big month. I like to start this off. We'll celebrate a little bit. We'll touch on the basics of the team. We'll get into like June a little bit with some things that are coming up, a little bit of like team incentives. Again, I do talk kind of fast. So if you have any questions or anything, there is a chat on here. A couple of the girls that have helped me put all this together can probably answer your questions if you want to ask in there, and they'll like type an answer as I'm talking. But again, I don't plan on keeping you guys on here longer than like 30 minutes. A couple of the girls are going to pop on and talk and share a little bit. I'm excited for that at the end. So I want to like definitely leave time for them. So Hustlers with Heart, here we go. June kickoff. Okay, so starting with some celebrations, I like to start off with May's top pods. Top pods means the people on our team that had the top customer pods. So this had nothing to do with recruiting or anything. This was strictly just building customer pods. These girls have like, I forget what the total was, but these are the top pods on our team, ranging all the way from like 15,000 points all the way down to like upwards of 2,000 points. So that's pretty cool. These girls lead from the front. They're always sharing tips with us and stuff. So huge congratulations to you guys. We have a bunch of new hustlers. I grabbed as many pictures as I can. I reached out to some of the girls trying to get like their best pictures that they wanted me to share. So super excited to have some new faces with us here. A bunch of you are on tonight. Welcome. Excited that you're here. No question is a bad question. So if you guys ever, you know, feel like you have a question, just ask it. We've all been there where we were starting, and, you know, we had nerves and we were like wondering if we were going to do it right and stuff. So just one foot in front of the other and fail forward. We all, you know, have been there, done that. So super excited to have you guys here. We had a couple rank ups this month. Again, May is notoriously a slower month in network marketing, typically, just because it's the end of the school year. People are busy getting ready for like graduations and proms and doing all those things. So it's typically not like a super big volume month. So congratulations to Charmaine. She actually just started with us last month. She ranked up and hit silver. Congrats, girl. And congrats to Janine. She ranked up to team leader. She also started with us last month. We connected on social media, and she's also a Spanish teacher. So super cool. Special team recognition. I like to pick a couple people. I shouldn't say we like to pick a couple people to just shout them out for doing the do, you know, not necessarily ranking up, just, you know, us recognizing that we see you, that you're here. So Anna Mary, congratulations. I always say AF, sorry. It's like my thing. I say AF. If that offends you, I'm sorry, but she's coachable AF. So thank you so much. And you're awesome, girl. Celesta for doing the do. We just said that, doing the do, because she does all the things. So it's like she asks a question, she implements, she's there, she's showing up, she's consistent, she's hopping in the chats and stuff. And then Allison Goldberg, for being consistent AF and always cheering everyone on. So Allison's just like, you know, a full-time hairstylist. She's busy, but she's always consistent. She's always showing up, always like hopping in there, cheering people on, commenting on posts and stuff. So we see you girls. Congratulations. And just wanted to shout you guys out. All right, so really quick, and this slide is so freaking bright, touching on the basics. So the basics is just basically the tools that you're gonna use on a daily basis, the tools that are available to you so that you guys know that they're there and that they exist. So we have our Hustlers with Heart Facebook group. You should all be in there by now. If you're not, we can add you. It's basically our home base, you know, where we have resources, tools, information, the guides. I call them like the textbook chapters. You can always go through those and find all kinds of information. If anything's important or we're running a promo or there's something going on, we tag it in the announcements. So like if you only have 3 minutes a day to go in there really quick and see like, is something going on? If it's important, we'll tag it up there. So you can hop in, click announcements. If you don't see anything up there, then you don't have to stay. The real results room, most of you should be in there. That is the red group. That's our customer. It's potential customers and potentials for the business. So the idea and what makes Modair different from other companies is we leverage Facebook groups. So that means that you can just plug people into a group and like they're surrounded, they're immersed in information. That's what's cool about Real Results. They get to go in there and they're like immersed 100% in Modair. They get to see products, testimonials, info on the business, all kinds of stuff. So if you ever have anyone, like you're out in public, you're talking to someone, you just ask them, hey, are you on Facebook? I'd love to add you to a group. And you add them in. Legacy, some of you are in there, some of you aren't in there yet. The reason being, we kind of like to let you guys get your feet wet, get yourself established before we add you into this group with over 4,000 people. And it's 4,000 social marketers. That's where like Justin Prince is, and you'll have the Zaleckis, and there's some trainings in there sometimes. So if you're not in there yet and you want to be, we'll definitely add you. We typically wait until you hit like bronze, silver, and add you then. That way you're not like feeling overwhelmed that you're in like 40 groups like right off the bat. So just know that it exists if you're not there. Move and Improve, I'll show you a slide on a couple slides down that I have. That's basically our Hustlers Healthy Living group. So the difference between that and Real Results, Move and Improve is just like an overall healthy living lifestyle. So it's not just Modair, it's recipes, and we do workouts, and we do announcements, and we do giveaways and challenges. And, you know, we throw quotes in there for people. It's just like literally a healthy living community, but we get to drip Modair here and there. So it's cool. And then we have chats. So we have all kinds of chats, you guys. I mean, you're probably already in a couple of them. You know how that works. So the Hustlers with Heart is like a big giant team chat that we have. Again, some of you might not be in there yet because we like to let you like incubate, like, you know, get your footing going before we add you to a chat with like over 100 people, because it gets like, you know, chattery and it's overwhelming. So if you aren't in there yet, you'll be in there soon. We have a Share the Love chat, which I'm going to talk about for June, so I'm going to skip that. We have a stories chat, which is basically like, we've been sharing story sequences in there. So if you want to be added to that, we'll add you. It's just pictures. So like we throw some pictures in there for people to use for their stories. We have a TikTok chat if you guys want to be in that. It's just, we've kind of been sharing some TikTok tips. Some of us, when we post our TikToks, we throw them in the chat so people can comment on them. So yeah, just letting you guys know that they're there. Oops, that went the wrong way. Okay, so here's the Move and Improve. I made a little slide. It's literally, like I said, you can invite anyone in there. It's just an accountability group. It's fun. We're starting a challenge on Monday. That's typically how we funnel people in there. You can ask people if they want to be in there, but if you post about the challenge in your stories or on your Facebook wall, you can add people in. So we just, like, the idea is to get as many people in there as possible so you can just drip on them. They get to see like what we're eating for lunch, and some of us go live in there sometimes. So it's cool. And then with the challenges, we give away things. Everybody likes free stuff. At the top of our team page, calendar, we've been doing this for the past couple months. Again, it makes it easy for you guys to just go in there and see what's coming up. So we have Silver by the 10th, which I'm going to talk about every Monday, you guys, if you can. And it's kind of cool if you keep it in your mind, like Modair Monday, and just plug in on Monday nights. It's a good way to start your week. Core Rank, we're going to start plugging into that a little bit. It's a training that's above me that I'll share with you guys. You can hop on. It's a half hour of whatever they train on. It just sets the tone for your week. For those of you that want to make this an income, if you want to make this like, you know, freedom income, you don't have to plug in. But if you're looking to create that, like, you know, footing for yourself, it's really good to just set the tone and plug in with us on a Zoom for an hour, get your activities done, set your week up. And then it just makes the rest of the week go that much smoother, I promise. We have the limited time trim promo, which I'm going to talk about. And then we have the Father's Day promo, which I'll also talk about briefly. So here's all the Modere stuff coming up. The Father's Day promo starts on, I can't see the date. Do I have the date on there? It starts on June 8th, right? Yeah, I see Lindsay right. It starts on the 8th at what, 5? Does it start in the morning? I'm looking at it. No, June 8th at 9 a.m. Sorry, I should know this. But yes, it starts at 9 a.m. It's anything that has the fitness products. So it's the fitness. You can do the 2-pack. You can do the pack with the trim. All the info on it is on the Buzz. They're going to save $10, get the free towel. So it's kind of cool for Father's Day. If you're not familiar with Recover and Rush, check them out on our app. Go and watch the videos on them. I use the Recover when I go to the gym. We've had many girls on our team that track their calories like with Beachbody, and they've burned like from 100 to 150 more calories using our Rush, our pre-workout. And then the Recover has like coconut in it and electrolytes and all kinds of stuff. So a lot of people use that for even the older, like, you know, grandparents and stuff to like replenish the electrolytes in their body. So it's actually a really good recovery drink. If you look at it, like it has like beet juice in it and things like that. Deal of the month for Modere, they're starting something new with like apparel this month where they're going to have deals. So I put the images on here for you guys. If anybody wants to snag some Modere apparel, it started today, the 3rd, tonight. So you can grab like women's tank tops or a men's tank. The Modere Mover this month, if you don't know what that is, you get Mover points. So every time you get a new customer, you get a point. You have to get 5 points in a month and you get the Modere Mover prize. So it's pretty cool. Every month we can earn a prize just for like getting a couple customers. You get 2 points if you get a social marketer. So this month it's a trucker hat, and I have a couple of trucker hats. They're actually really nice and they're awesome for the beach and stuff in the summer. So just wanted to let you guys know that. Oh my gosh. And then also from Modere, the Fall Social Marketing Summit, if for those of you that like, you know, really want to like dive into this, or if you're in it to like win it here with Modere, they have the Social Retail Summit, which is finally going to be in person it's in October. You can start registering now. Those of you that registered with an XM kit recently, you got a free ticket. So you can redeem your free ticket to go to this, which is pretty cool. A bunch of us are going to go. We'll like figure out who's going to like room together and stuff. And it's a fun time. And then of course I threw on here, limited time trim promo is coming out June 16th on the peach trim, which will, like, if you guys are new, when a new flavor of trim comes out, people go crazy. So June is going to be a big month, and every time a new flavor comes out, like, I have yet to be let down. Like, they're all freaking delicious and amazing. So here we go. Who's ready to spoon? And it keeps going backwards. So when you guys started here, or if you're here, what brought you here? Probably seeing one of these spoons somewhere, right? You saw a live spoon, you saw a spoon on someone's wall. That is what truly, I think, gets people started and sets Modere apart, that we have this spoon that we can talk about all the time. So this month, we are going to, and I'll talk about this. I know some of you are new, so don't feel overwhelmed. We're going to give away 5 bottles of trim as a team and this is open for you guys as well as customers. So we're going to have a June referral frenzy, and I'll explain it. So don't get overwhelmed if you're new. And Lisa's going to chime in too, because she's like our referral post queen. So the goal is to get spoons on as many walls as we can. If you run at least 3, you're entered in, and then every spoon after that is an entry. So like if you ran 3 and then you ran another 10, you now have 11 entries. Sorry, I had to do the math in my head. I'm looking at Lindsay Ray's face. So how you run a referral spoon, for those of you that are new, I actually have what I created, a Zoom or a YouTube that's literally 7 minutes long, as well as an Evernote. So the way, like, it's broken down in that for you, but it's really super easy. So what you do, and those of you that are friends with me on Facebook, you can go and look at my wall. I threw a spoon up, 2 days ago? And I said, like, who wants to be entered to win a bottle of trim? I think there's like over 100 comments right now. I'll slowly go through them. The key is, you guys, to go slowly through them, because the slower you kind of go, the longer it keeps the post alive, because every time I comment on it, it bumps the post again through the newsfeed. So all I do, and it's broken down in this Evernote, and an Evernote is like a Google Doc for those of you that have Google. You'll just message people exactly what we have on here. Like, hey, happy Wednesday. I'm so excited to give away. On the Evernote, it says $500 cash. I'll change it for you guys. You can change it. So excited to give away 5 bottles of trim. Here's how to get entered. And then you just ask people, would you be open to running a pre-made post on your wall for me to get entered? And then they'll probably say yes. You'll give them a spoon with some verbiage, which is at the bottom of this Evernote. There's many examples, and you just give it to them and they run it on their wall. They tag you in it. Super easy. And it's all broken down in the video that I made for you guys. So I'm kind of giving you Cliff Notes version right now, but it's like, once you do it one time, you're just going to repeat it over and over and over. During COVID, guys, I did this and I built like a 15,000 point pod myself, sitting here, like my fingers felt like they were going to fall off, but it works. And the reason being, think about it. If you post something on your TikTok, your Facebook, your Instagram, if you do it, the same eyeballs are on your post constantly. If you can get new people, customers, friends, family members, people that you see on Facebook that get a lot of comments, you can reach out to them. Hey, I'm giving away a free bottle of this Belly Blaster. Would you be open to running a post on your wall for me? You'll give them a spoon. You'll give them a short verbiage. They post it. And anyone that comments, you're going to get into a conversation with. And I broke it down for you. So it's pretty easy. I can help you. A lot of the girls on this team can help you. Just reach out to us. If what I made for you doesn't make sense, I'm going to post it after I'm done on here, but it's really pretty easy. So for the June spoon Monsoon, when you run a spoon, we're going to start a chat, right? Again, I'm sorry, we're starting another chat. We're going to have a June spoon chat. So say you run a spoon on someone's wall and like nobody's commenting, you can share it to the chat and we'll help bump it for you. So we'll help bump it by saying like, oh my gosh, I love this stuff. Or, hey, I started taking this 3 years ago. I'm down 3 pant sizes. Or I don't go a day without my spoon. That way it like gets a little bit of traction and you can try to like bump it alive and hope that people will comment. But at the end of the day, guys, sometimes some spoons are duds. It's just the nature of the beast. Sometimes people's Facebooks are just not like, you know, they share a lot of junk and people just don't comment. So if that happens, just move on to the next person. So we'll respond to bump the post. And I put some pro tips on here. I don't know if you guys know this, but you can create free customer accounts for people. So my recommendation is when someone runs a spoon for you, ask them, hey, can I create a free, or would you be open to creating a free customer account? And then all you have to do is share your link. You can go to the share the love button in your app and just share that, www.modera.com/your number, and they can create a free customer account. So they're now going to get emails and they're going to get like updates and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool that Modera does that. And recently they're doing something where they were like sending out 10 and 20% off offers to customers that never ordered. So it's a cool thing to do. And then also I recommend anyone that runs a spoon for you, some people are going to be like, well, what is that stuff? Add them to the real results room. So like when you say, hey, are you open to running a spoon? They say yes. You give them the spoon and then say, hey, would it be okay to add you to a private group so you can check out what you're posting about? And then add them to real results. So yeah, guys, it is a couple steps. So that's why I'm telling you, if you get a bunch of comments, do like 2 people a day, 3 people, whatever you can handle, because it does take a couple steps. It takes a couple minutes. And sometimes you'll get the golden spoon where you'll run it on someone's wall and it'll get like 50 comments. And then you're really freaking busy. So just saying, be prepared. It's cool though. So I'm gonna let Lisa unmute because Lisa, like the past couple months, has like dominated running spoons on this team. Like I'm talking 20, 25 in a month, I think 30 sometimes. And that's like literally a spoon a day. That's a lot of freaking work. So I'm gonna let her unmute, give you a couple tips and like hype you guys up a little bit. So Lisa.
Hey guys.
There you go.
So the spoon For the new people on here, I highly suggest getting your close friends and family to do it first. That was a big hit with me. And then start friend requesting people that are responding to them. Builds up your friends list and gets you out in the network. That's the one. I lately where I'm getting my spoons are my story watchers. Um, I'm always in commenting on them, and then just ask them, hey, would you want to run a spoon? It gets you in an entry to win some free trim, or a couple months ago it was cash. Everybody loves money. Um, you just got to keep digging, and some people will ghost you. Just follow back up, wait a couple days, and then follow back up with them. Get in there real quick. Hey, did you get sidetracked? And then sometimes they'll respond back and like, oh yeah, I forgot. Send me what you want. And then, like Carrie said earlier, when you do get the comments on your spoon posts, don't answer them right away. Space them out as much as you can so it keeps getting your algorithm back up there. And then old posts too, go back to old posts. And when we got promotions coming up, comment on them, it jumps it right back up.
Mhm.
Um, I also do my own little giveaway. I just did one and I got a couple people already where I'm going to do a giveaway on the 15th. So I tell them they're also in for the 5 bottles of trim, but right now I'm giving a gut health. A couple months ago, I did cash. I was doing a $50 giveaway once a week, and that really bumped it up, or even $25, anything to get their interest. And then you're going to have a lot of repeat. Just keep having them do it. And I probably doubled my followers from doing the spoons.
Holy
So
crap,
just,
that's awesome.
yeah, don't get discouraged at all, because you're going to get a lot of no's. People will say, oh yeah, free, I want free. But then when you say, hey, do you want to run a spoon push? Like, nah. But don't give up either, because I've had that. And then a month or so later, they're like, all right, what the hell? Let me try it. So they do. And just keep plugging at it and don't give up on it. The more you do it, the more questions you ask, the more people you ask to do it, the more yeses you'll get. And I think that's it.
No, that was good. That was awesome. I like what she just said too about asking people. And the cool thing with this month is, say I'm gonna be honest, and Lisa, you could probably agree, chocolate probably gets the most attention, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So chocolate, you guys, chocolate and keeping the post short and sweet gets the most attention. But the cool thing is, once peach comes out, you can have someone that runs chocolate this week rerun peach at the end of the month if they wanted to, because let's face it, we don't always see people's posts. And don't think that, oh my gosh, Sarah ran a post in the beginning of the month. Nobody wants to see another spoon. You don't know who saw her post, when they were on, like stuff like that. So
No, and another thing I do too is before I have somebody run a post, I ask them to jump on Facebook, comment on other people's posts, and get their algorithm going. Because if they're not on there, and like Carrie said before, they're just sharing crap, nobody's going to see the spoon post that they put up.
that's
So
a
you
good
ask them to get out in their friends list, comment, like other people's posts, message people as much as they can before they run that post so that more people will say it. They do that, and that's more effective. Even with people with like, I've had people with 150 friends list, and I've had 5 or 10 people off of their comment, and then I get on their friends list, and you keep going from there, and then you just keep building your network from there.
Those are great tips. I love that you just said that about getting them to go out and do stuff. That is a fire tip. If you guys don't know what that means, algorithm, because I know some of you are new, algorithm is basically what social media puts in front of you. Like if you think about it, when you log into Facebook, sometimes you see the same things over and over, or, sometimes you'll post something and no one comments. It's all about an algorithm. So you have to like try to beat the algorithm. So that's why if you post sometimes like early in the morning, like think about when you're on Facebook. Are you on Facebook during your workday? Typically not. So if you go and post something during the workday, typically nobody's going to comment on it. So that's why like nighttime is like a hot time to post, because what are we all doing? We're sitting on our couch, we're scrolling, you know? So you have to think about how your audience is. And like Lisa said, if you can get the person about to run the post to boost up their algorithm, then when they run that spoon, boom, it's like right in front of all those people. So
Yeah, and Carrie said, keep it short and sweet as much as you can. The only time I get really lengthy is if I have a current customer that's going to run it, and I kind of ask them questions and get their results, and I throw their results in there because now it's going on their page, and a lot of their friends and their family are going to see it, and they're like, well, hey, I know this person, and I know that they lost weight. I know that their hair is getting longer. I know that they're sleeping better because this new probiotic they have out. So that helps out a lot too. So take your current customers, get their info, and then them ones I make it a little more lengthy. Otherwise, I try to keep it short and sweet and just pique their curiosity.
oh my gosh, Lisa, those were friggin' awesome tips. Thank you so much. That was perfect. Anybody did anybody pop any questions in the chat? I can let Lisa hang out in a little. I think I'm gonna let Charmaine, because I know it's almost 8:30, and I think that's what I have next. Hold on. Yes. Okay, so I have Charmaine up next, and I threw on here really quick that every day I've kind of been sharing in the team page this P5 daily power 5, which one of the women on our team made, and I really love it. And this is the idea when many of us brought you on, we told you could work this business in an hour a day, and you really can, but you have to sit down and give it the hour. You can't sit down, start, scroll a little, comment a little, do a little, come back. If you put in your hour, you're good, and this business will grow. So this sheet is here. I wanted to share it, and then I'm going to let Charmaine share a couple. She's newer. I wanted you guys to hear from her. But the P5 is literally just posting daily, following up with people, because you can't just give them the info and never talk to them again. Here you go, good luck, right? Having intentional engagement with people on Facebook, engaging with 10 people a day, sharing the business opportunity, which if you want to recruit and you want to build on the business side, that's your choice. I recommend, throwing the question out there. It can't hurt. And then personal development, guys, let's face it. This is free, an opportunity with built-in personal development. So you don't have to go out and pay for it. There's podcasts and there's leaders in this company, and there's just so much. A lot of you that I've connected with, you're like, oh my gosh, the way you talk and stuff. And I keep telling some of the girls I work with on a daily basis, if you saw my Facebook lives coming through in my memories from 1 and 2 years ago, I'm cringing watching them. I'm in the dark, it's horrible. So I promise you, if you're here and you're in this to do this and you want it, there's so many of us to cheer you on, and personal development is just insane. Just a book, a chapter a day, or whatever you like, So I'm gonna let Charmaine talk for a few, and then I think I just have 1 or 2 other slides, and if you guys want to hang out and ask any questions or anything, we're here. So Charmaine, I think you have to unmute.
Hi.
Good. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. So yeah, tell them a little bit about you, how you started, how it's going, maybe a tip or two, something you've noticed.
I saw you on TikTok, so that's how this whole thing started. And I actually just was interested in, losing my belly fat, of course. And so I noticed pretty much right away after I started using it, that it was working. My appetite is ridiculous. So, and it really helped with that. Pumpkin, I'm on Zoom.
I love it.
My husband goes, I'll vouch for that.
I didn't even know what he said, but that's awesome.
So rude. Anyway, so yeah, so it just helped me not really eat. Stop. Oh my God. So anyway, it helped me not eat much in the morning, especially because I work 12-hour shifts. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, I'm working 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Really difficult, stressful job that I have. And I would be going for chocolate constantly. And it really did. Trim helped me stop doing that, trim and burn. So that really made me excited. And things that actually work make me excited because nothing works. So that's why I figured, well, why not try to, pass this on to other people too, because everybody out there is trying to look for something that works, so, and that's when, I told you and we hooked up and I just started kind of posting, but I'm not very good at it.
No, you're doing awesome. So like, what are your best, like, if you had to think like 2 tips to maybe share with them, like, as far as like reaching out? I mean, you hit silver already. That's pretty good. That's 1,000. You're well over 1,000 points. So like, I don't know, like, what do you find is working when you talk to people or,
Well, I mean, most of my people, when I drop the spoon, and they're interested, I just hit them up and I say, hey, can I put you into the Real Results 2.0 room? And, I tag them in the introduction, to the lean body system. I tag them also into the collagen. And I always say, hey, I'll help you, with whatever questions you might have. And, I just I'll hit them up and they usually hit me up first. So I just got somebody today from work. So
so do you find like, are you getting any hits like off of your stories?
Yes.
Okay.
I've gotten a couple.
Okay.
Most and I would say that most people have come up to me at work.
Like noticing difference.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're like, hey, what's this thing that you've got going on? And I'll just explain it to them. And, quite a few people actually have, and, I've got relatives in Canada. I have a relative in Canada that actually ordered a bunch of stuff for me too.
All
So,
right.
yeah. And I've got people that are still interested, but they're still kind of like on the fence. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
So I just kind of let them marinate a little bit and then, say, hey.
I love that marinate.
Yeah, I'm not super pushy or anything, but I'll just let people, come to me in their time. And, and I'm pretty outgoing, so it's easy for me to talk to people.
All right, cool. So you
I'm not good on TikTok though.
You'll get there. We have to speak the positivity into our lives. Like I'm not good yet, but I will.
I'm not good yet.
There
I'm
you go.
trying, but I don't like my voice, and that's the thing. And I'm a dispatcher. I'm a 911 police and fire dispatcher, and I hate my voice.
Listen to my voice.
No, you've got a great voice.
No, I sound extremely nasally.
No,
I do.
I sound like I'm 70.
Not at all. Not at all. Well, thank you for sharing. And I'm excited that you're here and excited that you're engaging and that you showed up and stuff. So keep going. I promise, like with consistency, it'll happen. And I'm so excited to hear you're having results and loving it.
Yeah, I am. I'm trying. I'm going to keep trying. I'm on my second bottle of trim. I've got lemon and I'm looking forward to just keep on, and keep on working too. Trying to work it.
Yeah, you're doing awesome, girl. All right, so I think on here, what else do I have? So I have silver by the 10th. I just want to tell you guys what this is really quick. If any of you like want to snag a free bottle of BFF for summer, if you hit 1,000 points by next Thursday, which is 5 customers, 1,000 points, you're going to get a free BFF on me. I'll send it to you. You can keep it for yourself. You can do what Lisa said and like turn it into a giveaway if you want, whatever you choose. But it's yours if you hit silver. Oh my gosh, it keeps going backwards. And then there's Cabo. So I know some of you are new. Some of you have been here for a while, but we are currently in the qualification period for Cabo. Basically, you can qualify from March through August. If you get up to 100,000 points, and here's where it's broken down, you earn a spot to go to Cabo, which is pretty freaking awesome. They actually took the whole resort for our company this time, so it's going to be awesome. And don't say that you can't. Everybody can make it and do it. I promise. If you want it, it's there. I know some of you, like Charmaine just said, we connected on TikTok, and I know some of you are nervous and reluctant to do TikTok, but like there are some people that are massively blowing up in Modair on TikTok. So like I know some of these numbers are daunting, but I've seen some girls that have gone from like being like a platinum all the way up to like a platinum black 3 in a month just from having a TikTok that went viral. So I'm not saying you have to do TikTok. I'm just saying a lot of people are on there right now because it's a fast, entertaining platform. Facebook's also great. You got to put in a little more work. Instagram's there. There's word of mouth. I mean, we have all of these facets that you can run the business, but just know that we have tools for you for everything. And there's people that we can connect you to and show you to follow and give you examples. So don't reinvent the wheel. That's like my main advice. A lot of people come here and you want to like recreate it. Just follow someone that's like you, that's interested in what you're interested in. If you're in health and wellness, follow them. If you're into someone that's like a funny person, follow them. If you're into someone that's more into like mindset and a quiet person, follow them. See what they do and just like mimic it. Like that's what you do. It's very like duplicatable, very, very duplicatable. So that's pretty much all I have for tonight. If you guys want to pop off and like ask any questions, or if anybody wants to share, I would love to hear from you guys. Or if you're tired and ready for like this hitting the sack, that's fine too. Yeah, but I'm so happy that I got to see all your faces. There's Miss Stephanie. So yeah.
I know I'm quiet lately.
You are quiet, but that's fine, guys. That's the other thing. A lot of you apologize. Stop apologizing and feeling like you owe people an apology. Like, I'm sorry I wasn't there. It's fine. Like, you can do this whenever you want. Like, we're excited that you're here and like plugging in and, you know, hopping in the chat once a day. So that's cool. Anyone? Devin, want to talk? No, nobody wants to talk. Allison, you're quiet tonight too.
Care, give me anxiety now, calling me out like that.
Why?
I don't know. You know me. I don't like public speaking.
Shy.
I just saw somebody comment. Was it Janine? Asking what the niche pillars are. And basically I had a live feed the other day on our group page, just talking about relevancy and using your social media to your advantage that way. Finding what it is that you are into to draw in your audience so that you're not just saturating your Facebook with just Modere, because at some point people are going to get tired of it, like, you know, ad bots on the sides. So what we were talking about the other day, and Jeannie and I can tag you in it, is just about finding what it is that you are relatable to and using that to engage with your network.
Yeah, that was a good description. So like exactly what Steph just said, and finding what you enjoy talking about. And the way I like to think about it is, if you went to a dinner party right now with all of your girlfriends, what would you talk about? What would you provide value to the table on? And that's what you can kind of go on social media and do the same thing. Like if you're talking about meal prepping, meal planning, that's like me. Or I don't know, I always call Allison out like with hair and stuff, because I know nothing about hair, but she probably knows a ton about it and how to style it and stuff, you know, like, or I don't know. Allison, you chime in.
I'm mostly on my wall, on my Facebook wall. I don't really post too much about Modere. I use my life experiences and how it's affected me in my life. And I'll just sort of like, I don't know, hint at it, but I never really say like, oh, but you should take BioCell. I just did a post last night about my mom. I mean, my mom over again regularly. It's like you sometimes don't even really notice. And I said to my dad a couple times, I'm like, doesn't her skin look great? And he's, you know, a dad. He's just like, oh, it looks great, whatever. But my mom and I were at her house yesterday, and she got keratin done to her hair. And so I wanted to take a picture to show my daughter. And I opened the front door, and right as I was about to leave, I'm like, let me take this picture of you. And she just caught the light in such a beautiful way. But her skin looks like that anyway, but it was like, I could finally showcase that. And I was like, holy crap, Mom, like, you look really amazing. My mom's going to be 80 in August. So like, I was like, you look amazing. So I went back into my pictures last night, and I found one of her from my daughter's birthday party last July, which would have been before any of us started taking Modere products, because I didn't start until the fall last year. And I could not get over the difference in how my mom looks. Even like the shape of her nose has changed. Like she just looks so clear and bright and twinkly. And so in my story, I did a before and after comparison and like called it out that I was using Liquid BioCell. But in my wall, I just posted a picture of my mom and how much I love her and how we're both going to have big birthdays this year. And, you know, and then in it, I wrote, we've both been using the same liquid collagen and she looks amazing. Right? I know, look at her. 80 years old. She will be 80 years old. So I tend to do that. I usually do personal stuff and how it's affecting my life on my wall. Yeah, the straight hair is yesterday and the curly hair was last summer pre-BioCell.
Wow.
80.
Wow.
80. I friggin' hope I look like that when I'm 80. Now I know she's my mom and I have a pretty good chance, but you know. Anyway, so and then in my stories, it's whatever blows my dress up that day. I mean, I have kind of like epiphanies of being silly and I make fun of stuff myself. I mean, I always make fun of myself. I was at the gym today, so after we get off, I'm going to do a post about some dumb thing I did at the gym, but they love it. They eat it up. It's crazy. And just be real, be authentic, and be consistent. Just keep on at it. Some days you'll be like, why am I doing this? And then the next day, headlong, all these people will be like, oh my God, I need that stuff. What's that stuff? So you just, every time you think like, I don't know, I think I've run my course. It's never the case. And the next day will always bolster you back up again. And it's when you believe in what you're doing, and I do, and you love it as much as I do, it's really easy to share, because I always tell all my friends, I don't want you to feel like I'm salesy. I don't want you to feel like I'm like, I buy my stuff. But I will tell you that if you found something that was giving your life as much positive effect as this is for me, my life, my family, and you didn't tell me, I'd be pissed. I'd be like, why wouldn't you share that with me? You share a great restaurant, you share a great car that you love, you share, you know, Amazon. I found this great whatever thing you bought at Amazon. Why wouldn't you share this thing that is literally affecting every facet of my life? So yeah, that's it.
You have like, that whole thing sucked me right in, girl. That was like
Gotta
perfect.
share away, because what's the worst thing that can happen? They say no.
Right.
Mhm.
And guess what? The ones who say no 3 months later will
Go
say
somewhere
yes.
Yeah.
They're like, all right, like they're doing you a favor. And I'm like, okay, yeah, do me a favor.
Yeah. But I love how Allison touched on like how she has people following her journey for like a certain thing. So like think about in your mind too, Janine, like who do you follow and why do you follow them? We all follow someone, whether it's like a normal human being or like a famous person, for a certain reason. So you have to get people to follow you for something, whether it's you sharing your journey like Allison is, or health tips, or your skin changing and aging you backwards, or your hair that changed, or your kids being funny and crazy. You know, like we all have, like Steph said, a niche, and you kind of just like build around it.
Can I share something really quick? I don't know if I can get this right. So this is, my daughter Shelby is 27. She's always suffered with acne. And one of the things that inspired me, Carrie, was when you shared your before and afters. So let me see if I can get this right. So this is my daughter a month ago. Okay. She's been on the Liquid BioCell now for 1 month.
Wow.
Wow, holy crap.
Wow.
Her skin is so much
Beautiful.
better.
No Accutane, no
She's
nothing.
beautiful. I mean, you should post. The
Thank
other thing
you.
I do is I post stuff on the Real Results, and write
Mhm.
like, you know, my daughter is using blah blah blah, you know, and show the befores and afters, and then just something simple. And then every time people get invited to Real Results, they're going to see your posts, they're going to see my posts, and then always comment on the people's when they say something. If they just like it or they tag somebody in it, I don't comment. But if they say like, oh my God, you look amazing, I'm like, thank you so much. You know, and sometimes I feel like, I don't know, like I'm inviting like compliments, but you're not. You're just, you can't help if somebody compliments you because you do look so much better. Your daughter's skin looks so much better. But people love that. My customers love when they see my content in Real Results Room.
Really?
I have a post, it's my 4 stomachs from like 4 different months. I have like 600 comments or likes or something. Every day I get someone has tagged somebody in that. And that makes me feel so good that like, they're like, I want to look like this girl. I want to have results like this girl has.
May I ask you ladies a question? So I'm very like fair weathered, I guess you'd say, with social media. Like I'm not a big poster all the time. So were any of you like pretty inconsistent with posting and with being on social media before? I mean, like I would post like, Christmas, Mother's Day, things like that. I don't really post a whole lot. And I know I have to be more consistent. So were some of you not real consistent at first, not big social media people?
I started.
Yeah, when I started, I had no following on Facebook. I had only probably like 20 friends on Facebook, my family, because I mainly use Instagram because I was a freshman in college when I signed up, and now I'm a junior, and now I have almost 3,000 friends on Facebook because I like followed the plan. I went into groups, I was adding people, and I built relationships with a lot of people, and they start seeing all of your stuff, and that just builds your following. I started from like nothing, like no Facebook posts, nothing.
Wow.
And now I have 3,000 friends on Facebook and building relationships with people. Like, and mainly my thing is like groups where other people is like from other people's networks. I just like the groups because it goes like worldwide.
And you got a lot from spoons too, right? Friends.
Yeah, a lot of spoons. I would like, because I have scoliosis, so I was in a lot of scoliosis groups, and I would like really just like ask like maybe one time a week or whatever, like a question, nothing related to like what I'm taking, nothing that they could try to like turn into making out that I sell something, because you don't want to be like that. Then they'll just delete you and report you in the group. And I had so many people message me like their stories, and I just kind of go back and forth with them. And then I asked them to run a spoon once they order from me. And then that just gave them product credit. And then it kept on going on and on and on. Every customer that bought from their spoon, they ran a spoon. So it was like a multi-binary tree network of spoons.
So
Yeah.
another cool thing, do you guys get those powdered collagen pop-ups that like Vital? I had one pop up, it had like 600 and some comments, so I put on there, like I just threw a comment up like, you don't even want to know what's in the powdered collagen. The liquid collagen I'm taking is so much better and does so much for me, and I got hit with like tons of questions.
Really?
Yeah,
I've heard of people doing that before.
and I got a couple new customers from that, so.
That's
That's
awesome.
cool. Yeah. I've heard Frazier talk about that before. Frazier Brooks, the trainer guy, he
Mhm.
talks about doing that. Like if you see a competing type company post, like you can
Yeah.
like scroll through it and kind of find people that like don't like stuff and like get in a conversation with them.
Yeah,
That's cool.
it works.
Yeah, friend them.
Vital feels
Friend them
about.
on Facebook, then they start seeing your stuff too. If
Yeah.
you're afraid to reach out to them right off the post, friend them and they'll eventually start seeing your stories.
Yeah.
May I ask a question? Is there a central place to find like as far as like rules of engagement, like with TikTok and because I've read like their bylaws or whatever, like Facebook, as far as like not mentioning your company name, not like I know they have like things about like rules about not selling on social media. Is there a place that you can recommend to find that information, or the back office? Okay.
Like compliance. you
Okay.
mean?
Compliance, yes, thank you.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
that's definitely it's in back office, right, Lindsay? Right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, that's what I wanted to ask. Could we do a back office training?
Yeah, like how to do all your stuff.
Just like, yeah, like an overview of, like as I wrap my head around what all like the initials mean and what the breakdowns are. And I'm just like, that is my weak spot for sure. And I have a new SM that I, want to get up to speed, and it's just the customer side, I'm great with. I can do that all day long and I can offer any of you help and advice. But when it comes to like telling other social marketers kind of how to do their thing, I take a lot for granted. Like I just come like, it happens. Like it'll come through, it'll do this, it'll do that. But then when I have to answer a question for someone, I'm like, oh my God, I don't know, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. That's fine.
That would be awesome.
I like that idea.
Thank you.
For sure. I actually like being asked to do tasks because otherwise my brain's like all over the place.
Yeah, that would be hugely helpful.
For sure.
I believe that my guides button isn't working in Legacy, but I believe that Justin Prince in Legacy has videos already where he breaks down
Okay.
all of that. I just, for some reason, I'm pushing guides and it's not working.
Okay.
But once
I'll
I
look
find
into
it, I'll tag you in it.
I know. I want like a carry lesson though.
Okay.
Oh, like
Sometimes Justin Prince, I'm like,
like a quick little like blurb.
yeah, you know, like a hot and heavy coming at you. This is what you got to do. Like,
Yeah, like kind of like just the stuff that we do on a daily basis, not like all the like extra fluff.
Yeah, all the really important things.
Yeah. Sure.
thank you.
Anybody else feel like chiming in, or are we now like done? Denise is just sitting there smiling.
Can I sprinkle? May I
Sure.
sprinkle? So kind of going off of like the niche, the pillars, the posting all the time and all that stuff, don't worry about all of that. Like, of course, just bring you to your social media, right? And definitely keep to your pillars and everything, but don't like get so hyper focused on that you just don't do anything. Because if you miss a day, that's going to be fine. Don't worry about, having to do everything all the time because you're just going to end up doing nothing. So just make yourself a promise on Monday to show up to something in the team and then do something else the rest of the week. Just make one promise a week to yourself and just start there. Don't feel like you have to do everything, know everything, see everything, because I promise you will do nothing then. And then that is going to be even worse than trying to just do one thing. So please just take one thing away from everything that we just talked about and focus on that. And I promise you will see after a while, you can add in something else. And we all love you. So that is my sprinkle of the night.
Lindsay Ray, if you guys don't know her and you're ever having a bad day, go into Lindsay Ray's inbox because she's all about like mindset and coaching and all of that. So that's her thing.
And I won't charge you yet.
Yeah, she's starting to build a business with it. So for sure. Lindsay Ray has great tips. She can give you a podcast to listen to. She can help you. She's freaking awesome.
Yay.
Sorry, I'm getting a chimer over here. All right, well, love you guys. Thank you for popping on. I did take pictures of you, so yeah, you're going on my story.
Oh my God, Carrie.
Great. I love knowing that now.
You guys are already on my story. I did that in the beginning. So
All right.
Girl.
All right. Come
All
on.
right,
That's not
good.
fair.
She beat me
Hold
to
on.
it.
All right. Now you better smile.
I'm super glad that I had my Zoom not on my main screen for a while I was talking to a potential customer, because then you didn't see me.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the referral post thing in the team page now. It kind of breaks down exactly what to do for that. But again, like Lindsay Ray said, don't get overwhelmed. Just take it day by day, step by step, and just, pick an activity that you're gonna focus on and boom. These were great tips though. Allison, thank you. Lindsay, thank you for chiming in. Devin, Steph with the pillars, that was awesome. Charmaine, thank you so much for like getting on here with the courage, first time meeting everyone. And Lisa, those were freaking fire tips that you gave with spoons too. So you guys are awesome. Love you.
You're
guys.
awesome.
Bye.
Night.
If you have any questions, I'm always here. So just hit me up with a message.
Appreciate
too.
that. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.